Are you sabotaging your savings plan? Ayan had always dreamed of financial freedom. He imagined a life where he didn't have to worry about unexpected expenses or scramble for money at the end of the month. So, he did what every financial guru suggested. He created a savings plan. At first, everything seemed perfect. He set up automatic transfers to his savings account, cut down on unnecessary expenses, and even started tracking his budget. But despite all his efforts, his savings barely grew. Every month, his account balance looked disappointingly similar. Confused and frustrated, Ayan decided to investigate. That's when he discovered something shocking. He was his own worst enemy. First, it was the little indulgences. "It's just a cup of coffee," he'd tell himself as he grabbed an expensive latte every morning. "One dinner out won't hurt," he thought, while booking a fancy restaurant for the weekend. These small purchases seemed harmless, but when he calculated their cost, they amounted to thousands over the year. Then came the impulsive shopping. Every time there was a sale, he convinced himself he was saving money. 50% off? I have to buy it now. But in reality, he was spending on things he didn't even need. His closet was full of clothes with tags still on them. His biggest mistake, however, was constantly dipping into his savings. Every time he had a minor inconvenience, like a car repair or a last-minute trip, he used his savings instead of adjusting his monthly expenses. He justified it by telling himself, "That's what savings are for." But without discipline, his savings account had turned into a second wallet, rather than a financial safety net. Realizing the truth was painful, but Ayan knew he had to change. He started by setting strict boundaries. No more mindless spending, no more justifications. He created a separate emergency fund to prevent unnecessary withdrawals from his savings. He also started following a simple rule. If he wanted something expensive, he'd wait 48 hours before making the purchase. More often than not, he realized he didn't actually need it. Months later, his bank account finally reflected his efforts. His savings grew steadily, and he felt more secure than ever. The best part? He no longer felt guilty about spending, because he was doing it wisely. So, are you sabotaging your savings plan like Ayan? Maybe it's time to take a closer look.